Hello, my name is Sonia Majid, and today I'll be presenting my origami brain. Starting with the central sulcus, which is on the top of the brain. Its function is to connect the frontal lobe and the parietal lobe. Next, we have the parietal lobe, which is located in the top back of the brain, and its function is to process sensory information and help you understand the world around you. Then we have the occipital lobe, which is located on the back of the head, and its function is to help with visual perception. Next, we have the cerebellum, which is located in the lower back of the brain, and its function is to help maintain balance and coordinate movements. Next, we have the temporal lobe, which is located on the side of the brain, and its function is to help process auditory information. Next, we have the lateral sulcus, which is located on the side of the brain, and its function is to separate the temporal lobe from the frontal and parietal lobes. Next, we have the frontal lobe, which is located on the front of the brain, and its function is for voluntary movement and to express language for managing higher level executive functions. On the inferior view, we have the pituitary gland, which is located right in the middle of the brain, and its function is to regulate growth, metabolism, and reproduction through hormones. Inferior to the pituitary gland, we have the olfactory bulb, which helps with processing smell. In the middle of them, we have the optic chiasma, which enables vision for one side of both the eyes to be appreciated by the occipital cortex of the opposite side. Next, we have the frontal lobe, which is important for voluntary movement and expressive language. Next, we have the temporal lobe, with its function being to process auditory information. Next, we have pons, with its function being to handle unconscious processes and jobs such as sleep-wake cycle and breathing. Next, we have the medulla oblongata, which helps with vital processes like your heartbeat, breathing, and blood pressure, and the cerebellum, which helps with balance. Next, we have the left hemisphere, which controls speech, comprehension, arithmetic, and writing, and the longitudinal fissure, which helps with separating the brain into two hemispheres, both left and right. Next, we have the right hemisphere, which controls creativity, spatial ability, artistic, and musical skills.